Welcome back to my 12 days of Giftmas for woodworkers. Now this one's for all the book lovers in your life. It's one of those thumb book page holders. It's really easy to make and I'll show you how you don't need to buy a template. Just fold a sheet of paper in half and cut out a quarter of a half circle with a V shape towards the spine. Once it's cut out, open it up and you've got your shape. But do make sure it's big enough for a 22mm hole for your thumb. But if you've got big carpenter's fingers like my dad, either double check or try 25. I then found an offcut of hardwood and I placed it down and drew around it. Now I'm finally drilling my hole with a flatwood drill bit. Now I would recommend using a Forstner bit instead because it's less likely to create tear out. But if you don't have the tools, handmade gifts don't need to look perfect. It's the thought that counts. And if they don't like it, then why are you giving it to them? The next task was to cut out my shape. I used a bandsaw for this. You could use a coping saw, it will take a lot longer, or a jigsaw if you clamp it very well. Now for a little bit of therapy, using a heavy belt sander upside down as a bench sander is probably one of the only times I find sanding very therapeutic, particularly for things like this. And I sanded all the flat surfaces and the edges, and obviously you can hand sand them instead. And once they were baby smooth, I sprayed them with some lacquer and left to dry. Let me know if you plan to make any of these as Christmas gifts, and to make sure you don't miss the next ones, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell.